शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योति नमोस्तुते।
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of CRDE, that is Center of Resource Development for Educators, I welcome each one of you for yet another Tuesday webinar. I especially welcome today's speaker, Ms. Kriti Mahesh. CRDE is serving as a resource center to the educators, to the principals and teachers, which in turn gives the resources to the students. Normally during vacations, we do not conduct much because the teachers are having the vacations and all. So at least once a month minimum during vacation we should do it. That's why we are doing it today. So without wasting much time, I welcome each one of you once again, and request today's Master of Ceremony, Mrs. Uma Mahesh, to go ahead. Uma ma'am, please.
Thank you, Suresh Nair, sir. A very good evening to one and all. On behalf of Center of Resource Development for Educators, I, Mrs. Uma Mahesh, welcome you all to our 31st session of Tuesday webinars. Before we begin with our session, a brief about Center of Resource Development of Educators, CRDE. CRDE is the initiative of educators, Dr. Suresh Nair and Mrs. 𝐍𝐸𝐵 Desai. Dr. Suresh Nair, President of CRDE, a state teacher awardee, joined Vivek Vidyalaya and Junior College in 2006 after serving for KC College for about 18 years as a professor of physics. His visionary endeavor in the field of education paved the way to fetch him an array of accolades. He is a co-author in physics textbooks for junior colleges and MHT-CET for engineering entrance examination. Secretary of CRDE, Mrs. 𝐍𝐸𝐵 Desai. Mrs. 𝐍𝐸𝐵 Desai has been in the field of education for more than 37 years and is a recipient of many awards for her work. Former principal of Arya Vidya Mandir, Juhu, ICSE board, the founder principal of Mahapragya Public School, Kalga Devi, a CBSE school in South Mumbai, and former head of IES Manik Vidya Mandir. She is a woman of many talents. Her rich experience as an educationist also made her an innovative and knowledgeable trainer for the CBSE and Shri Kelwani Mandal's group of schools in Sherpur, Dhule. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, Mrs. 𝐍𝐸𝐵 Desai is unable to participate here. Center of Resource Development for Educators is a platform where teachers and educators are manured to excel and mentor the student community through local and international mentorship. CRDE offers opportunity to experiment and implement ideas, innovations, and collaboration to achieve performance and continuous professional excellence. CRDE is where confluence of like-minded individuals share and imbibe knowledge, experience through interaction, deliberation, and international exposure. Today's session is a special one. As Dr. Suresh Nair already said, during vacation, it's a little difficult to have educators, yet I can see a few educators present here. This shows their affinity towards education. Thank you so much. Today's speaker, Ms. Kriti Mahesh, is a national award winner, forensic expert, Bollywood choreographer, and Bharatanatyam exponent. Kriti Mahesh completed her graduation in Life Sciences from Mumbai University, Masters in Forensic Science from Southbank University, London. She has completed Visharad in Bharatanatyam from Akhil Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya Mandal, Miraj. Kriti Mahesh excelled in academics as well as co-curricular activities right from a tender age. She was conferred the title all-rounder at the school as well as the college level. In 2008, Kriti Mahesh started her career as an embryologist in an IVF clinic. In 2009, she participated in Dance India Dance Season 2 on Zee TV and won the Best Solo Performance of Season 2. Her life took a great enlightening twist, and she started assisting the famous dance director choreographer, Mr. Remo D'Souza, on choreography. Kriti Mahesh assisted Mr. Remo D'Souza for nearly 8 years, wherein she choreographed for many songs, among them a few movies, ABCD 1, 2, Street Dancer, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Bajirao Mastani, Mazama, and many more. Due to constraint of time, I cannot name all. From 2016, Kriti Mahesh started her independent choreography with her team for the movie Padmavat, for which she bagged 7 awards, the most prestigious one, National Award. She choreographed for the movie Gangubai Kathiawadi and won Filmfare Award and Bollywood Film Journalist Award. Kriti Mahesh is the main choreographer for the Netflix series Hira Mandi, directed by Sanjay Leela Bansali. She did not stop with Hindi. She choreographed a Telugu song for the movie, from the movie Shyam Singh Roy. A few Punjabi songs. Kriti Mahesh choreographed a few Marathi songs, out of which recently in 2024, she won Zee Gaurav Puraskar for the Marathi movie Maharashtra Shahi. Presently, she is working with a project where Mr. Anupam Kher is the director, actor. She says, language has no barrier in music and dance as they are divine. Her passion transformed into profession. Without any further delay, let me welcome today's speaker, Ms. Kriti Mahesh, on the topic, Learn the Art and Dynamics of Non-Verbal Communication. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you for the lovely introduction, ma'am. I just want to say, when it comes to non-verbal communication, we often think that it's probably easy or it's insignificant. But being a dancer from the tender age of 5, I have inculcated so much subconsciously and without having to learn. It just was given to me because I was learning the beautiful art form of dance. You know, when you meet someone, the way they stand, the way they talk to you, the way they look at you, that is all a part of non-verbal communication. So I just want to quickly, if you all can unmute yourself, I would just like to do some exercise and I would like a response from all of you all. I'm just going to do a couple of expressions and I would like to see if what you all can gauge out of it.
Haughty, proud. Do whatever you want. Doesn't bother. I don't care. It's okay. Funny, so funny.
Calm.
So these are basic rasas. So in a Bharatnatyam Natya Shastra, we have 8 bhavas, which translates into 9 rasas, which are the Navarasa. Now it's a simple, small shloka that I'm sure most of you educators would have come across sometime in your life. Yatho hasta tatho drishti. Yatho drishti tatah mana. Yatho mana tatah bhava. Yatho bhava tatah rasa. It's very simple. It does not require words. It's everything's so internal, everything's so intrinsic that not everything has to be explained with words. A lot of things can be explained by just being. And I think it's a very important thing when it comes to an educator, because we are constantly dealing with so many different personalities, so many different temperaments, that as an educator, we really need to be aware of all of these forms to make a better teacher and make a better educator. I am still learning this on a constant daily basis because I am dealing with so many students on a daily basis. The actors, the directors, they're all different personalities, they're all different temperaments. So for me, I'm very intrinsic, and it's not because I've learned it, it's because dance has given me that. So that I think we should all be aware of also, because a lot of times it's very simple, but we tend to ignore it. When a child is throwing a tantrum, or when a child is not focusing, the child has not done their homework, or someone's just being very, very irrational or stubborn at the moment, it's not a negative personality. It's something that is arising from a communication that they are not able to communicate with the other people around them. It is so internal and they're not aware of it, so it becomes difficult for them to communicate that. We as educators have to be very, very aware of these negative outcomes that come out because they have something going on inside. And for that, I feel dance or a movement therapy is something that every educator should be aware of. So when it comes to movement therapy, small little things that I do on a normal basis when I'm rehearsing. Of course, we do our warm-ups, which includes roll downs and Surya Namaskars and all of that. Those are obviously a little more space consuming. But in a classroom, we can do as simple as a Om Namah Shivaya. Even if they don't want to say Namah Shivaya, Om itself is a vibration of Shunya, is a vibration of where nothing was there. So even if it is intrinsic, if they don't want to start saying it, we can express that with an Om. Now, when you say Om Namah Shivaya, when we say Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, it's a Pancha Akshara, correct. So when 5 of these, there are 5 elements that come together from Om, which is preceded by that. Om is basically the vibration of nothingness. So from nothingness, you've got all the 5 elements which make the entire universe. So when they start doing this, they become more aware of themselves, and I have become more aware of myself. So it just helps with so many things, even focusing. Now, as simple as just looking. When you're not looking at someone, when you're not giving eye contact to them, you know that something's not right. Either they are shy, or they've probably done something wrong, or they're just very scared. There are so many layers of emotions just connected to someone who does not give an eye contact. I'm recently working on a film which has an autistic person in the lead. So for me, the entire vocabulary of dance has had to be unlearned and broken down for someone special like that, because I don't meet an autistic person on a daily basis. Though most of us have an autistic spectrum in all of us on some level, we are not very aware of it. So when working with someone like that, I had the opportunity to meet so many differently abled people through the research of it. And believe you me, they are so much more gifted and so much more aware of the small little things in their surroundings, which we tend to ignore, and we tend to think that they are not important because we're so focused on being and doing things and not being. we are so focused on doing things. So a non-verbal communication becomes more important by just being there. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be there, and in a very unconditional manner, just for ourselves also. So when it comes to non-verbal communication with especially these broad spectrum abled kids, I realized that they don't have eye contact. They don't give eye contact. It's got nothing to do with being shy or or that they don't like someone. It's just it's something that is a part of their personality, which they're constantly thinking and overthinking, and they're a little scared of about their routine. And if something doesn't fit their routine, it's something that cannot meet their eye. So those kind of small little things. So what you tend to do then is basically what I learned was you don't have to worry about them looking at you. You have to worry about them listening to you. So this is another way of communicating with them. Sometimes they would just follow my dance footsteps. So if I'm doing a movement, they would follow it. We didn't have to talk. We didn't have to exchange any words. But those movements made them feel lighter, made them feel freer, that they could speak or they could be around us comfortably without having to be scared of being judged or scared. So that helped a lot. Also, non-verbal communication helps with so many other illnesses that we all are facing. All the issues that we face are mostly from within. The non-verbal communication, just by doing some things like, for example, namaste. We don't do this every day. How many of us do this every day as a ritual? Okay, I'll fold my hands today. Do you all do it every day?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I got one yes. I would like to keep this interactive. So
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
okay. So a lot of people do thumbs up. I have a habit of doing this on a daily basis because I'm working with people. I don't want to shout and say very good. I end up giving a thumbs up. But these are mudras. So when we're, as a part of dance therapy, I've also used something called as mudra communication. So when I'm teaching someone, I don't end up telling them the jargons of the mudras that I use. So I use this, which is basically Hamsasya mudra in Bharatanatyam. But I don't say this as a Hamsasya mudra. I say very nice. It's a very nice mudra. So they end up doing it. Now, what you are doing when you do this is you are connecting to your inner self. When you're doing an Om or when you're meditating, you end up doing this, or you end up doing this, or you end up doing this. These are points in your body that we forget to use on a daily basis. So this, I make sure that everybody does this at least twice or thrice a day when we are rehearsing and we are shooting, because this just helps you calm down. It helps you focus. Though we are saying it's a very nice mudra, it is actually very nice because it is letting you breathe. It is letting you calm down. It's letting you focus. So this I would like you all to do. You can do it with one hand. You can do it with both hands, whatever you feel like. Lovely. Now, we'll start with Asamyukta Hasta Mudras. You all don't have to remember the names. You all can just follow. Okay. I will say the names, but you all can just follow the mudras. Pataka. Tripataka is basically the ring finger. Ardha Pataka is the little finger and the ring finger. Kartari Mukha. Mayura. Ardha Chandra. Extend the thumb as much as you can. Arala. Shukhatunda, Mushti, Shikhara, Kapitta, Katakamukha, how does it feel? How does the hand feel? Very nice. Just by doing these little mudras, we are not realizing how it helps our nervous system. And when the nervous system stays stronger, a lot of things from within gets cleansed. We're detoxifying ourselves from within. Small little things. So I would like you all to, obviously when you're doing this, I would like you all to use this for Ashirvad as opposed to a slap. As simple as that. The usage of what you're doing can be helpful to you and for someone else. Yeah? This or this. When you're saying bye, we are using this mudra. It's a very simple thing. There's something called as mukula. This is used to show being scared or anxious or something flowering. But we will not use this on a daily basis. But जब हम दुकान वाले को बोल रहे हैं कि हमें we need 5 of those, we end up doing that. 5. So we don't realize how we are using these mudras on a daily basis. But
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yes. So any of these mudras that you use next time, make sure you're trying to communicate a little more with your hand, a little bit more with your eyes. Try and see where you can avoid usage of verbal communication over a non-verbal one. So let's do a small exercise. I would like someone of you to start with something that you want to say. It could be as small as one word or one sentence, anything that you would like to say, and the rest of us have to guess it. Who's going first? I can't see.
What do we have to do?
You all have to express something without words, and the rest of us have to guess it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Please. My God, she did so much. Okay, go on. Once more.
Once more.
Yeah. You very what? You 5 mudras. No, mudras. 5.
5 minutes.
Mine.
You. Yours.
My 5.
What? What is that? Happy. No. Excited.
You made us do the 5 mudras exercises, but my fingers are very rigid, so it's paining.
Oh, it's paining.
Oh,
Oh, okay. It's paining. Don't worry. Please do it every day. I'm sure you will start feeling great.
So
Especially with the wrist.
I realize how much my fingers are rigid now.
Okay, where you do this also. Next time I'll do this. We'll do Samyukta Hasta Mudras. It's easier also. Okay. Anyone else? I see someone.
Parimala madam is doing. Parimala.
Yes. Ma'am, please, can I see what you're doing?
Smile.
Yes.
Very nice. And then? Oh, very nice. Sir has done very nice.
Could you repeat? We couldn't see.
Very nice.
Okay. I'll do something I would like you all to guess.
I am happy now. I'm very happy now.
Great. So these kind of, so when I would like you all to do this at least for half an hour today. Try and I don't know if you all have played Damsharads.
Long ago.
We all have.
Yes.
Yes. So the next time you do a Damsharads, no, try and decipher it even further, so that you're using your hands a little more elaborately. You're using your eyes. You're using your lips, nose, a lot of small things. So I've noticed someone who does this a lot. So but obviously in my field, I meet so many different personalities and so many different habits that we don't end up observing them initially. And then because you've spent so much time, then you end up unconsciously and subconsciously observing these things. So they do this a lot. Someone, when they sneeze, they keep their hand on the back. Someone, when they're walking, they don't realize that they're walking with one shoulder tilted or one leg limp. They're not realizing it's not that they have a pain or something. It's just something that they have done over a period of time, and we have conditioned themselves to do that. So this is a conditioning that I would like all educators to have as a muscle memory, to make sure that non-verbal communication is also given a lot of importance, because that helps us understand what the child is leaning towards, or when we're teaching people, I end up understanding people's strengths and weaknesses. So when I'm observing someone who is a part of my team, and if I think they are better with writing as opposed to listening, then I make them write down the entire meeting, or I make them write down the entire choreography. So it helps them. So the next time I'm saying something, they are listening faster and they're writing faster. So it just helps them as a personality, and it's helping me because I'm getting the work done a little faster. So a lot of times we end up missing these small links of non-verbal communication and personalities, which will help us identify their path or their strengths. I think I'm pretty done with whatever I wanted to say. Any questions you'll have?
What I felt about it is, normally when we think of this non-verbal communication and all, means it's generally used for the people who cannot talk and all. But now just I came to know that by doing or showing these mudras like that, means it becomes an automatic exercise to our fingers and all.
Sir, it's not just fingers. Your eyes also speak a lot.
Eyes also, yeah, correct.
We don't realize when someone. So we have a small little restaurant here which has waiters who are dumb and deaf.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful concept to have, because you're constantly talking, and you're not talking with it's a muscle memory of just talking without thinking. But the moment you have to communicate with someone who is probably not as fluent as you are, or not at the same wavelength or frequency of talking as you are, then you have to slow down, or you have to channelize your path of how you communicate with them. That exercise itself was so beautiful, because then you end up saying fewer words, but they're more meaningful and they're more impactful to us also, and to the other person also, as opposed to just taking a class, is what I feel. But I'm happy you learned some mudras.
Yeah.
I would like you to please revise those mudras with us so that we memorize it better.
Okay. What I'll also do is I'll also send a PDF with the mudra and the name.
Yes, good.
So you can go through that also.
Because the exercise felt really nice on our fingers. So it must be also the children who are writing all the time, for them these kind of things also help.
It'll help.
Besides, in the new education policy, or actually in the good pedagogy, teacher talk has to reduce and children have to talk more.
Yes.
So teacher may not talk orally, but this is communication which is happening all the time, constantly. So I think this is a real good tool for teachers to have.
Yeah.
And I would
It's a
like to
very nice. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
I would like to share now that you mentioned about being silent. Generally when we are lecturing or teaching something, there are some students who don't pay attention, or they keep whispering or talking. So suddenly when you stop teaching or lecturing, then they will realize that then there is a total silence in the class, and then they will get back to us. I've often, especially in the assembly and while we are in the classroom, I think that is one nice way of gathering the attention of all the children while we are teaching. Everybody would have experienced this.
I hope it helps. Also, what ma'am said previously also, it's about listening more and talking less. I think that is a tool that when I was a student and my teachers would be there, 80% of the teachers would come in and give us information, which is not wrong. They're doing their job, of course. But 10 or 15% of them would keep it interactive, would want to know if we've learned it. It would be a class which we would remember once we go back. So I think that memory of having a recall value of what you learned is more important than what all has been taught to you. So I think that as a student also, that I faced some problems in school, not problems, but something that I remembered ki inka class mujhe yaad nahi hai, but I think that teacher, I remember everything that she said, the saris that she wore, just because of the way she would walk into class, just because of the demeanor she had. So that non-verbal communication of commanding respect and love was something that was not taught to us, but something that was just as a part of the way she carried herself. It became, acha, no, she is making sense. She is giving us the right information. That just came very naturally to us. She didn't have to say that, listen to us. I think that was also a part of the non-verbal communication.
I do wish B.Ed colleges inculcate this into their curriculum, because half the battle is won when your class control is there. I have so many pedagogues who are very good, excellent in their content, but when it comes to this, the control of the class, they fall short very badly. They come out in tears sometimes.
Even I could relate something like how Kruti ma'am said that the teacher, you remember her with her attire and all. So even I could remember one person, always admiring her with those cotton saris. And we used to wonder like how it doesn't move. From 8 to 3, the sari would be same. And calmness, with the calmness she used to handle the parents, the teachers, and other members of the school. And I would like to tell her name also. That is Uma Mahesh, ma'am. So I remember her because I have learned so many things from her. So I wanted to tell this. That's why. Sorry, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Anuradha.
And if you said about autism, it's a really challenging job for teachers to handle, autistic children plus the normal ones. Because as you said, they understand the gestures of a teacher more than what you talk. So in this 25 years of career, I could learn that, we have like 4 to 5 students, 4 to 5 students, such students, specially gifted students. So actually, I am learning so many things from them.
Absolutely. Very true.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Completely agreed. But I'm telling you, especially for me also, I think this project has been the most challenging of all the projects that I've done so far, because it's not about dancing, it's about movement. It's about even how this girl would walk from point A to point B. On music, I have to make sense of it. But her motivation of walking and the way she would walk, the reasoning with why she would walk, that itself was a challenge, and that I could only learn when I was with other autistic kids. And I think all of us are autistic at some level. We just don't agree and we are in denial of it.
Yes.
Lata ma'am.
Lata ma'am, good evening.
Sir.
Good evening,
Good
Lata.
evening. Good evening.
Would you like to share something, Lata ma'am? I know that you are.
Yeah, I just joined in. Excuse me for today. Yeah, just
Okay.
I love the sari part of it because
That
it very
was
much, yeah, it
that was
very much
important.
this with me also because I was known only for that. कैसे आते हो मैडम विरार से लेके और शाम को 5:30 बजे भी आपका साड़ी ऐसा ही रहता है.
Today's
was the
girls don't
important
know how
part
to
of
wear
the
a sari.
No, they don't.
Leda ma'am,
They don't.
Yes, sir.
that was the important part of this today's.
So we will add on your shirt also matters, sir.
Shruti ma'am,
Hanji.
besides your mudras and hastas that you were and gesture on the face, facial expressions, even the gait of your walk speaks volumes about you, right?
Posture, the way your
irritated,
shoulders and
when you're irritated or anxious, the child understands it immediately.
very
Younger the child,
quickly.
faster it catches. Yeah.
And their reaction to your body language would be to run away from you.
Yes.
Most of the times. Some
Correct.
kids actually will come to you and ask you, or they'll tap you, or they'll do something. But most of the
We have
time, they'll
lost
just.
you. We have lost you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah, we
Hello?
can hear. We can hear.
Yes, yes,
Varsha
yes.
ma'am, we can hear.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. There's body language. There is just shoulders. There's your back, your laterals, your feet, your leg. There's a lot more to it. But in general, the face and your hands are usually something that connects to everybody very quickly.
I
you
think
want to
whatever
do
we did
again?
today was a recap. Everybody, like subconsciously, everybody is doing the things what you said. It was just a recap, I think so.
It's also something, see, for example, going to a gym and walking for 10 hours in school. They're pretty much bodily the same thing. But one, you go to the gym with the idea to focus on your body and to, work out. The other, you are forced to do that. Your body is doing the same thing. It's just the awareness is different. So when you're doing something where you're not aware of it, the result is different as opposed to when you're being aware of it and trying to do the same thing. I think that's the only difference. So do you want to do the mudras quickly again as a recap?
Yes, please. Yes.
Pataka, Tripataka, Ardha Pataka, Kartari Mukha, Mayura, Ardha Chandra, Arala, Shukatunda, Mushti, Shikhara, Kapitta, Katakamukha. There is more to this, but we'll stop here. Is that okay, or you all want to do more? There's Kya Hua. This is also a mudra. This is called Alapadma. Kya Hua? Kidhar gaya? What happened? Where? All the WH questions happen in this much only.
True.
So I'll share the list with you all, with all the names and the mudras. And also the eyes, as I was saying before, just try and see how many kids make eye contact, how many kids are making eye contact in a very peaceful manner. It's not with fear, it's not with arrogance, it's not with pride, because everything has a root of something that is not addressed. So I think we just have to understand those, and with a lot of karuna from our end, we'll have to go ahead with this. It's a constant process. I had a great session. Anything else you all want to ask?
Please push in for the B.Ed thing I told you. Our teachers will have good finishing.
Done. Yeah, I think if it's in a class, I do sessions of Navarasas and I do sessions of body language. if it's in a class where people are in front of me, yeah, it's easier to do that. But today, I hope you all got anything out of it, and I hope it was a session that everyone enjoyed as well as was informative.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And Uma Mahesh is my mother, and I couldn't be prouder to have such an amazing mother. Thank you, ma'am. And the fact that teachers remember you for the way you even look and command respect. I think if I'm even 5% as amazing as you are by the time I'm older, I would have achieved a lot.
I should also say that I'm a proud mother. It is just not that every child follows what you do, right? So, but I have blessed with 2 daughters, of course, both are gems. And here is one who makes me proud every moment. Not only me, whole family, I should say. From family, friends, I can say even Lata ma'am, Anuradha ma'am, everybody knows her, like Archana, whoever is present here, almost all of them know her also. So I'm sure everybody would agree with that. And she's been following whatever, see, she said, it's all non-verbal. They see what you do and they follow it. That's all. We don't sit and teach. Yes, that is what.
We are also very proud to have Kruti ma'am, because I'm really proud of you, because I have seen you personally, I've met you personally, I've spoken to you personally. So congratulations on your achievement, and you may achieve more in life.
Thank you so much. Humbled and honored. I didn't want to become a teacher. It just life happened.
Good teachers happen.
Kruti ma'am,
Hanji.
Session was very nice. हमको अच्छा लगा. आप फिर कब आओगे?
Very good. Next time, I think if there is a session, I'd like to do something in an extended version of this, but a little more elaborate though.
Sure.
I hope you all have a great week ahead. And
Kriti, I missed the first part, but then I'll get back to the recording surely. I was traveling and I just entered. I said, "Nahi, whatever it is, at least at the end, let me get into." Superb child. Proud mother, proud daughter, no doubt about it. And I have to add on, the most humbled mother I would have seen. Never in her behavior or her attitude have we seen that she is the mother of Kriti Mahesh. No, never. She has kept herself as Uma Mahesh only. But then every time a recognition for you, and we have, in our group at least, we have really commended her for it and applauded her for all this. Credit goes both ways, no doubt. But then she's been a true example. Rightly said. You should be proud, and she should be equally proud. Uma, take your time. Enough. Thank you, bol diya. Chalo.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for him. Anyway,
it's okay. You would have gone out somewhere. He's not there. No issues.
Let me thank the speaker for today, Kruti Mahesh, for taking out time in spite of a tight schedule and giving us a lot of information about mudras, which will help us to understand the children's emotions and help them go ahead. Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you to all the educators who are present here. Thank you, Lata ma'am, Anuradha ma'am.
Welcome, anytime.
J.𝐸𝐻. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sir and Deepa Desai ma'am for giving me this opportunity to host the webinar. Last but not the least, I thank the technical support for their service. Thank you so much.